Hey ladies, I wanted to drop a quick video to go with this slideshow for your professional growth plans as well as your student growth form that you need to do in Frontline for your teacher observations. Emily and I looked at it today and we used this slideshow. She said it was pretty user friendly, but I wanted to give you a quick little tour so you know exactly what you need to copy and paste to get ready to complete this part of your evaluation. So this is really just timelines here. You can click through that. You'll have two things you're going to do in Frontline, which is where you'll complete these. First is your teacher student growth, and then there's the teacher growth plan. So we're going to start with the teacher student growth. It was the easiest one. If you go to Frontline, then you go to the professional growth tab, and then look at components. You should have a form called Teacher Student Growth. You're going to do the beginning of the year. Once you click on that, and this is kind of what it'll look like when you get into Frontline. Remember, we're doing that Teacher Student Growth. This is where you'll get to pick one subject area. This needs to be very vague because this is a 2-year growth plan. So I would suggest doing math or ELA, or you could do shape or name. You do not need to be any more specific than that, and just choose one. This is what it'll look like when you get in there where it says subject and content area. This is where you will write shape or name. Then you're going to use that amazing spreadsheet that we have already been putting our data into and enter in your pre-assessment numbers for these. Students meeting the target will be all of your students who received a 3 already. Total students is self-explanatory. You will only need a sample 1. You will not need sample 2. And that's all you have to do for that one. Easy peasy. This is the way it will look like at the end of the year. You will do the same thing at the end of the year. And just so you know, this slide tells you how you will be scored or graded on your evaluation. That again is the same slide, just what it looks like in the Frontline. Okay, this is really something you'll need to know when we meet for our summative. So you can look at that when you're ready for that meeting. But now let's move on to the teacher performance growth plan. This again, you'll go into Frontline, go to that professional growth tab, go to components. It will look like this picture when you get into Frontline. But what I want to go back and have you look at is this page. You are going to have to choose 2 indicators to create goals for. It will look like you can put 3 in there, but you only have to do 2. I have selected 2 suggested goals for you where you can copy and paste this goal. And this is for indicator 2.1. Then you'll be asked to do some strategies. You can copy and paste some of these strategies in for indicator 2.1. And then when you're ready for your second one, I have a suggestion right here. I suggest that you use 3.1. I have a goal suggested for you there. And then here are the indicators. Okay. You can copy and paste all of these things, and we will work on all of these together during PLCs. So the strategies that are listed here are things that you are already going to be working on. Again, this is exactly what it looks like when you log in, but really you'll just be copying and pasting. All of these other slides are really just information for you that you might already know, but you might not. This is the slideshow that you will use to complete your growth plan and your student growth. Both of those are due on October 3rd. So please make sure you complete this by then. If you have any questions, reach out to me and I'll give you a hand. But it seemed pretty self-explanatory to me and Emily, so I hope it was to you too. Thanks, guys.